This is the pinnacle for what we call Mars Officer, which is sort of my trade name, which is a Maritime Surface Officer, so sometimes referred to as a deck officer. We all aspire to command a ship at some point, and you work for 20 years to get here, and then you achieve that dream. And the good news is that it's everything it was cracked up to be. Everything that you've been told about how great it could be to command a ship, I found over the last 7 months to be true. I took over near the end of the trials program following the midlife refit. So I sort of did the tail end of that and then got to move right into doing some more operational stuff. I mean, when we work a ship up towards high readiness, which is what this ship is doing right now, we're in the final stages of achieving high readiness. We're then deployable in support of whatever objective the Government of Canada has, and that could include being the pointy end in a sort of an endeavor type scenario, or conducting interdiction operations in the Arabian Gulf, as we've done for so many years in the past.
We're in the operations room, and if you think of the bridge as the eyes of the ship, this is the brain of the ship. This is where we fight the ship from. This is where we defend the ship and conduct a lot of the external coordination. So the ops room is broken up sort of into 3 different sections, let's say. The port side is all about the above water war. So anything on the surface or the air, that's what those guys are going to be dealing with. The starboard side, that's going to be the underwater war. So anything like a submarine or torpedo, that side of the operations room, that's going to be dealing with it. All of that information gets processed through 2 directors. We have our above water warfare director. It's a lieutenant or a senior NCM who sits to my left. They process all that information, provide it to me. I'm in the center seat as the operations room officer. Same thing happens on the starboard side, but for the underwater war. So all of this information gets to me. I make a determination on what we're going to do. I pass it to the captain who's sitting in one of these 2 seats here, and then we as a team deal with whatever the threat is or the problem is.
I'm Lieutenant Daniel Lonsdale, the navigating officer on board. As such, I'm responsible for this area as well as the training that goes on up on the bridge. So the bridge itself, it's sort of the eyes of the ship, right? So what we do up here is we keep the ship safe. We run the daily routine of the ship, and we make sure that we're where we need to be when we need to be there, and that we're completing whatever mission we're assigned. But whatever's being transmitted through this system, we can see it and access it the same way they can down there, based on a role attribution that we can assign to it. But usually what we use this for is more of an advisory thing. So on the bridge we can see there's certain contacts that we can pick up on it. There's other, if we're in a threat environment, we can see that threat building.